All right, for this technique, we're gonna talk about watercolor pencils. I know it's a big, long definition, but basically there are things that look like colored pencils that if we use them without water, they look and act and are a lot like normal colored pencils. But if you use them and activate them with water, they start to dry and react more like the watercolors that we've been using. Okay. So I'm gonna get this out of here and grab a practice sheet of paper. And again, if I were to take this and actually just kind of work with it, blend with it, kind of make marks with it, you can see it looks and is a lot like a normal colored pencil. But the second that I actually dip it in water, right, and this is one way that I can activate it, I'm going to do kind of the same thing with this, and gray is one example, but you can see that this is a lot more vibrant than this, and I'm using the same amount of pressure. And as it dries, it's going to look a lot more like watercolors as they dry. So again, this is orange, right? I'm doing kind of that light pressure. If I actually dip it in water and I do the same pressure, you can see that that color is just a lot more vibrant and will eventually dry more like watercolor. I can dip these watercolor pencils just inside the water to use them and activate them, or I can start with a already wet portion of my paper and then come in and work with them. Either or is fine. The biggest thing about these watercolor pencils is that we do not use these for large portions of your project. Right? If I wanted to paint this kind of square orange, I would just use a paintbrush and paint it orange. So we use these, and just like its definition probably said, is that these are great for kind of small details, line work, lettering, small little areas where you want to put some detail. That's what these are good for, not necessarily big, large portions of your project.